Okay, I think we're live. Hello and welcome back to the Football Rundown. We're here with the FA Cup second round draw. I'm joined by Adam, who
Hello.
is in a very dark background.
The lighting in my room is awful, but I don't know.
But just before we get into the draw, which I think will be taking place within the next 15 minutes, how's the weekend been?
Sorry, you asking that to me or to the viewers?
Well, I suppose to everyone, but we'll start with you.
Yeah, mine's been all right. I went to the pub with my granddad yesterday, and I didn't really fancy the game yesterday just because they opened half the stadium for it. But I'm not sure if that still stuck true to it. But it was kind of like treating it as a dead robber, really. Like, I can't even go where I normally sit.
Well, what they did was they made people sit in the front bit of the Tudor end.
Yeah.
And then once everyone was sat in the seat, they said, "Oh, actually, it's on reserve now. You can sit wherever."
That's
and
stupid.
then everyone moved. So quite good for me actually, because I had some decent seats. I was just behind the goal, quite low down, and the people in front of me moved for the second half. So when I was filming the vlog, it was a lot easier. I could just lower the camera.
All right.
So I got some good footage.
Yeah.
But I was a bit disappointed that I thought, let's get a seat just where the goal is to see all the action. And then at half time, it was 0-0. So the goal we were attacking, there was no goals.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best of games, to be honest. I think the fact it went to extra time says it all. But like I said, I thought it'd be not a walk in the park, but I thought it'd be an easier game than what it turned out to be.
Yeah.
I think you probably got away with one a little bit by not going because it was panic set in, to be honest.
Yeah.
Luke's in the chat, he's saying, "Hi, how are you? Happy birthday for this week." I think it's about the 9th.
Nope.
Whose birthday is that?
I'm guessing to you.
Yeah, well, mine's the 13th, so that's coming up. I think it's next Wednesday. But yeah, if it is for me, thanks. I hope you're all well. Yeah, so it's. Are you saying all right, Adam?
All right, Luke.
So yeah, I mean, you went to a game today. Am I right in thinking?
Yeah, I went to Curzon Ashton versus Mansfield. I thought I've got that better to do. I'm local. Why not?
So that was the final FA Cup game, was it, of the weekend?
No, I mean with the last one today was Harrogate Wrexham, and then it's still one more tomorrow, Cheshire versus Lincoln.
Oh, yeah. I've just seen that 7:15 kick-off, which is a bit of an awkward one. Harrogate beat Wrexham. It's just showing out on the match today highlights as well, if anyone's watching it in the UK. Been some interesting results then. Birmingham just about made it through, a 1-0 win. It's saying here that there was a sending off in the Curzon game, so Curzon Ashton had a sending off. Can you?
Yeah, that was a bit controversial. Like basically, it was point blank range from a Mansfield player shot it right towards the goal. There was a Curzon player like right in front of the net, basically on the line, and then basically it almost looks like it hit his torso, but the referee thought it was a handball, so he sent him off.
Fair enough. What was the reaction in the home end? I'm assuming where you were.
Yeah, that was in home end. So, yeah, everyone literally there was some official from like Curzon Ashton came over like into the end. So like, yeah, he's literally got a red mark on his chest. It didn't even hit his hand. So yeah, they all thought it was the wrong decision there.
Wrong decision. Yeah. Luke's saying I want Wealdstone at home. That'd be an interesting one. I mean, the easiest game we can get really would obviously be ideal for us, but then, as yesterday showed, there's no such thing as an easy game in the FA Cup.
Like with Kettering.
Kettering, there's an option. We all know what happened last season against Aldershot. You thought that'd be a walk in the park, and it wasn't. No. So no game's an easy game, as we found out. I don't know if you're seeing the comments here. Chul Chats has come into the chat. He's saying, "Evening, guys. Doncaster Rovers fan here. I'm hoping for a move for a more local away day like Gainsborough Trinity."
Yeah,
that would be an interesting one, I suppose, for you. I probably would prefer a lesser opposition as well, but yeah, I mean, as Luke says there, there's no easy games in the FA Cup. He's also asked, is the Curzon Ashton PA the drummer still?
No, they don't have a drummer there. They just have they have like a makeshift stand, which is just a load of scaffolding, and that's it. You can't even like bang on it or anything.
Fair enough. I was going to go to Curzon actually the other week during the. Was it when the county game was postponed?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
that feels a while back
It was the
now.
Wickham one. It was the Wickham one, wasn't it?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, when that was postponed,
Mm,
which obviously we play on Tuesday. I mean, we're not going to delve too much into Tuesday because we've got a preview coming out tomorrow for that one. But
yeah.
um, yeah, I mean, obviously the last week I didn't catch you on the vlog actually for the game on Tuesday
Mm.
against Reading. So what were your thoughts post match on that one?
Post match, I was just like, wow, that was some performance because it'd been a bit sort of lackluster before then, especially like the amount of draws and then losing to Lincoln. And yeah, I was just like, wow, that was a really good performance to come back to. So I was buzzing with that.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised that Will Collis started that game. Obviously, he was back on the bench again as well yesterday.
Mm,
We saw Southern Males come back as well after 9 months injured.
brilliant.
Ryan Rydell came back in after 14 months.
That's good as well.
Just very quickly before the draw starts, how do you think that's going to pan out with Rydell and Southern Males?
I could see Rydell, well, I was going to say Rydell, but I could see him both being put into the team more, especially with the kind of crisis we have with fullbacks at the minute, where there's very few, well, we have very limited options there, like having to play on Yango there. So I definitely expect to see them involved more, but given they just come back from very lengthy layoffs, you have to ease them into it. You can't just like throw them into the deep end of it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it's probably the last couple of months at the club, if I'm being honest. I think
Mm.
with just how injury prone they've been, or the types of injuries they've had, and how much the squad's moved on since then, I think it's going to be tough for them to get back in the team. But as you say, there are opportunities, particularly at left back. I think with Ibi Toure being the only real standout left back option for us, there's definitely space for competition there. With the right back position, you've got Noyle and Jay Mingy as well, so it's a little bit more difficult to get into for Southern Hales. But yeah, he got very well received as he came on during the game yesterday, which I think there's a short out actually on the channel if anyone
Yeah,
wants
there
to
is.
see that. And it was also in the vlog as well.
He'll always be well received as a county legend, pretty much.
But yeah, I mean, similar to Ben Hinchliffe, isn't it? In a lot of ways,
Well,
the
Hinchliffe is
way
like the
he's shown.
biggest one that's still in the squad.
Yeah. But I suppose they're both still going. Luke's in the chat as well. He's saying, "How are Mansfield looking?"
They're looking very strong, but it was against part-timers. Like there was literally probably plumbers playing for him today.
Fair enough. He's also said Macaulay Southern Hales to start on Tuesday evening, but I don't think he will finish. No, I mean if he starts the game, he certainly won't make 90 minutes.
Yeah, I'd probably think more he'd be subbed on again.
Yeah, easing back into the team. So I'm not 100% sure if he'll part of the plans going forward, but again, I suppose I'll discuss that more in the preview, which will go out tomorrow. Ahead of Tuesday's game, which we will get my words out. We will be doing the vlog for some fireworks going off behind you somewhere.
Is that my audio?
Not in your room.
I was thinking like, is that going to be picked up on camera?
Yeah, it's picked up.
Oh, for God's sake.
Stuart's saying longest ever FA Cup game, 1946 Stockport v Doncaster, 203 minutes and no result. It went to replay and County lost 3-0.
203 minutes. That's 3 hours 23 minutes. That's insane.
I'd love it if the replay went for exactly the same amount of time as well.
Yeah, no chance in today's game. People would kick off.
Yeah, I mean, I was a bit disappointed. It went to extra time yesterday.
Wasn't there like loads of people? Sorry.
So go on.
No, sorry. I was just saying sorry for interrupting you. I didn't mean to.
Fair enough. It only occurred to me on the morning that it actually goes straight to extra time because there's no replays.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, like, but it won't go to extra time because we'll seal it up. And obviously it just wasn't to be.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say because
saying
apparently there was
Victoria
loads of
goes
people
on
even.
international duty, then Rydell to start. I could see that, but then it's Wrexham, isn't it? If it's that international break, so it's a big game for him to start, and it's around the corner, really, isn't it? It's less than 2 weeks away. So I'm not too sure about that one. Game stopped as it was too dark to see and no floodlights in those days. Jesus. Well, I suppose 1946, you can kind of forgive that. It's in the history books, says Stuart. Stephen said, come on, the county. Yeah. So, before we get into the draw, which is meant to be starting in the next 4 or 5 minutes.
What they been using without floodlights? Like a load of candles held up on somewhere.
I don't know if that'd be the best idea.
No.
Especially like some of the stadiums were probably made out of wood back then, weren't they?
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look at Bradford. I can't wait for Hollywood FC, says Luke. Yeah, I mean, that'll be interesting one a couple of weeks from now. It's kind of hard to see how that game will go, given where County and Wrexham are at this point in time in League One. They've done better than I thought they'd do, Wrexham, to be fair to them. But look what happened last season. Came to Sedgley Park and we absolutely battered them. So we do have it in us.
And hopefully it happens again.
The win against Reading was a big one. A slight disappointment that we didn't sort of play to our best ability yesterday. But I think how we play against Wickham and Bolton in the next two league games will be a big indicator to where we'll be come the end of the season. I think because you've got to be getting results and good performances against the top teams in the league, and Wickham's probably the biggest challenge yet this season.
They're a good team, Wickham. Like, don't underestimate them at all.
No, 100%. I'm a bit worried going into that game on Tuesday, to be honest. Stuart's saying no, nothing. Those days, Saturdays were match days, and that's it. Fair enough.
That's when it's proper football.
I believe they want to start to playing in Hollywood. Oh, it's at Wrexham. That's talking about moving the games over, isn't it?
Yeah, literally. If that happens, the game is well and truly gone.
Game's gone. That's the phrase that's doing the rounds now. In recent times.
Yep.
For me, like the minute you've got a game being played in another country or even another part of the country that isn't, if it's a neutral ground, apart from maybe like FA Cups or something. We used to play the semi-finals at maybe Villa Park or whatever. Once you're playing a game that isn't to do with either team that's playing, you've lost the whole point of a football club.
Yeah, especially if it's a competitive game, then why hold it there other than for your own greed?
Well, I mean, it's not great on the fans either, is it? I mean,
No.
Barcelona are meant to be doing it in December, I think it is, with Atletico Madrid. If you're a season ticket holder, what happens there? Because you put your money down, you pay for your season ticket, and then suddenly they're saying one of those games that we promised that you're going to have access to, we're now going to go and take it abroad.
It's only France have already done it with their like Super Cups or whatever they have in their version of like the Community Shield. They're doing it in Saudi Arabia already.
There's no good outcome there because even if they've refunded you the money, well, they guaranteed you a game. It now isn't happening. The money back doesn't really make up for it either. So, not a great idea, to be honest. But obviously, as you say, financial greed. Did anyone else think the ticketing wasn't good? You have to let me know what you mean by that.
The ticketing site, we need a new ticketing site to be honest, but it's always like crashing on, especially when with big fixtures being released.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the time I've been used, it's never been the best, but and obviously everyone complains about it. But I've not had any major issues with it recently, apart from maybe a couple of months back when they said tickets were going to go on sale, and I think they put them off about 2 days or something. I think they heavily delayed one of them. But I mean, in the next couple of weeks, they're all home games, aren't they? So a lot of people season ticket holders, so there'll be less people on the site, which helps. We've got another comment as well. Always nice to see the FA misspelling county as Stockport count on their website, on the article on ball numbers. That reminds me as well, I need to mention, so anyone who is watching the draw, look out for the ball number 21 because that will be Stockport counties. So that's the one to look out for.
Imagine if they left out the O as well as the Y. God, that would be awkward.
Yeah, what the O and the Y or?
Yeah, please tell me you get that.
Yeah, I do. I'll leave that one for you to say.
Well, I'm not saying it on your channel.
It's what we call the referee when they make a bad decision. Luke's saying, I mean, because they didn't go on sale for the season ticket holders first. Oh, the FA Cup games. I noticed that. Yeah, I think it's because they decided that they wouldn't have a big enough attendance to justify opening the whole ground, and therefore, I don't know, they just decided not to put them on season ticket sale first, which I thought they would do.
Mm.
Yeah, it's now 7:45, so we at the point in time now where they should be starting to look to start the draw, but I'm not too sure what's happening.
I'll just have a
Got the
look
sound off.
and then go back into the darkness. You can't even friggin' see me.
Yeah, I mean that room is not made for filming, is it?
No, I'm literally having to use my torch on my phone to light my face up.
Stuart's saying, blimey, they drag it out on the BBC. Yeah, I mean, they should just give it us to crack on with. Me and you'd be able to do the draw pretty quickly.
Yeah, we try and make it entertaining. We just rip the piss out of our mates.
Yeah, and we'd give it County Wellstone. So, I forgot how dirty National League was. Be 5 minutes yet with all the talking. Yeah, we're now showing highlights from which game is this? I think it's the MK Dons Wimbledon game. Yeah, Wimbledon won that 2-0, didn't they, away from home?
Yep.
Interesting one. Has there
Got
been
to
any
see in the
surprises,
franchise
do you
beat.
think? Do you think any big surprises in the FA Cup first round?
First round, of course, Kettering knocking out Northampton, kind of Northampton-Dinshire derby. I mean, obviously, there's 4 leagues between them. That's massive.
I'm just looking here as well. Stevenage, if they had to go to penalties to get a win over Guiseley, so that was.
And that's the same, 4 leagues
shock.
between them.
Yeah, that was a potential shock on the cards.
Yeah. Then one for Friday night, Tamworth knocking out Huddersfield.
Yeah, that was a big one, wasn't it? I think I'd forgotten there was games on Friday night. To be fair, that's how on the pulse I was. I was going to say actually, I'd quite like to have Bolton again, but they decided not to win, so it's not going to happen, is it? I know we've obviously had a bit of a falling out with Bolton over recent times due to ticketing and availability. It seems that some people can't grasp that they can't have 3,500 away tickets at Stockport County.
Lucas said who the Gainsborough beat. They beat Hensford Town 4-all. What a game that was.
Yeah, we got another one there as well. Cheltenham beating Rotherham also amused me. Yeah, well, I mean, Rotherham. I don't think Rotherham fans are particularly happy with this channel because I think I said they finished 17th in the league and didn't take that one very well. You can't please everyone with league predictions, can you?
There again, you had the same with Doncaster fans.
Yeah, I think I said they finished 19th and they crept into playoffs last season.
And then you had the Doncaster Death Squad out for you.
Yeah. Predictions is always an interesting one. I mean, I could possibly go over them. The thing is, you're going to get some right, you're going to get some horribly wrong. Wrexham, like I said, surprised me. I thought they'd find it a bit more tough than what it's been for them. But what they're third in the table at the moment, it's going quite well for them. Birmingham obviously running away with it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think the draw is just starting now. Then again, should have been starting 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, they always hold it up.
We've got Emil Heskey picking the balls out. And someone else. Liam
It's Heskey time.
Could do with a goalkeeper, really, because they're used to sort of, grabbing the ball out of the back of net, aren't they?
I swear to God, if you make an innuendo out of that.
No, I just mean goalkeepers are used to having the balls in their hands. Stuart's saying, did you hear about the EFL-based Welsh teams trying to get into Europe by playing in the Welsh Cup? Talk about desperate. Plus, it's insulting to those Welsh teams who play in their own league.
Yeah, I did.
So what's that like? Shrewsbury trying to get in?
No, it's Wrexham, Newport, Swansea and Cardiff all trying to play in the Welsh Cup, which is for the Welsh domestic leagues. Obviously, they're all like professional teams, and the Welsh League is equivalent to like the bloody Northern Premier League. So it's massively unfair to it.
I mean, if they really cared about their own country, they'd play in their own league, wouldn't they?
I mean, do you think?
Yeah. And, at least Bangor City and teams like that actually have some principles.
They're not around anymore. They went bust ages ago.
Shows what I know about Welsh football, doesn't it?
Yeah, the only other Welsh team that plays in England is Merthyr Town, but they play in the 7th tier.
Mansfield, also a pleasant surprise, near top of League One still. Yeah, they've surprised me. Solid team. I think we're just getting ready for that first ball to be picked out. In fact, it has been picked out. And we've got the first one, ball 27. That is Salford City. Who got a win over Shrewsbury at home, I think. They're playing ball 1, Cheltenham Town.
League 2 battle.
Yeah, that's an old League 2 battle. And we've got 16 is out the hat now. Walsall. Please don't be Walsall. Please don't be Walsall. 32, right, we've escaped that one. Charlton Athletic. That could be a decent tie.
Yeah.
League 2 against League 1. Try and get to the comments at some point as well when I can. Exeter City. They're playing at home against 31. Chesterfield. Decent.
And
League 1 against League 2. 4's out the bag. Leyton Orient. Hopefully everyone can still hear me fine here. 14. Oldham Athletic.
Not bad for Oldham, I guess. Good League 1 team.
They want to try and have a decent cup run. 29 is out the bag. Barnsley. Please don't be Buddy Barnsley either. I really don't want a League 1 team. 18, which is Bristol Rovers, an all League 1 side.
Yeah.
Here we go. 19 out the bag. Wimbledon. Could be an interesting one.
I've been there before.
28. Dagenham and Redbridge.
Kind of a London derby, but not really.
What number is Tamworth? Someone's asking. Wilkinson Stanley are out the bag now. I'm looking for the Tamworth one. I think they're 7. Atkinson Stanley have got Swindon. That's an all League 2 tie. Ian Holloway's just taking the reins at Swindon.
That's a bloody track.
34 Crawley Town. I mean, I kind of regard them as a League 2 team, really, anyway.
They're League 1. Come on, get used to it.
Yeah, I know, but they're pretty much League 2, aren't they? They will be. Well, Crawley got Chesham or Lincoln. So, Chesham. 13 out the bag. Burton Albion. Again, another team. Pretty much League 2 level, really, aren't they?
We're playing them this month.
Oh, yeah, I'll wait till after. Number 7. Tamworth. Big one for Tamworth. They've got.
Wait, that's their biggest rivals. That's Tamworth's biggest rivals, Burton.
Is it? Well, it's a big one for them. So yeah, Luke will be happy with that one. Asking what number it was. Blackpool. Didn't really fancy that one. They've got Birmingham City. That's a big one. Blackpool.
That's
Birmingham.
a good one.
That's a really good one. Steve Bruce will be against one of his former clubs, I believe. Managed Birmingham in the early 2000s, I think it was.
I wouldn't remember.
23 Stevenage. This will be an interesting one. Which one's going to come out here? Number 9. Mansfield Town, who you've been to see today. How do you think that one will go?
Mansfield, probably.
Yeah, solid team, aren't they? 40 Peterborough United. Oh, God. You know what's coming. 33 for you. Right.
All right, my dad is safe.
Peterborough Notts County. I tell you what, that's a really good tie.
That's good, that.
One of the best, actually. 21. We're right. Stockport County. We've got a home tie.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Not away.
We've got a home tie against number 8. Brackley Town.
Wait. That's a throwback to National League North days, that.
Yeah, Brackley Town against Stockport County. It's a home tie for Stockport and Edgeley Park. Wealdstone are now out. They're going to play at home against number 10, which is Wycombe Wanderers, who, of course, County play on Tuesday night. Interesting away time.
That's kind of local, actually.
Number 3 is now at the bag. Morecambe of League 2. They're taking on number 11. Bradford City, again an all League 2 tie. Stuart said, yep, happy with that. Brackley, that'd be an interesting one.
That could be a giant killer now.
Christian Pulisic had or spent some time at Brackley. Am I right in thinking?
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Solihull Moors, they've been picked out. They've got Bromley. Both of those teams face each other in the National League playoff
No,
final.
Bromley's League 2 now.
Yeah, they faced each other in the playoff final, I think, last season.
Oh, I thought you said they like face each other.
Yeah, Kettering Town, they've got a home tie. They're going to get Reading. Watch. Maybe not. They've got Doncaster. So there was a Doncaster fan earlier in the chat. You've got an away tie at Kettering.
Kettering with another professional opposition, so good for them.
Here we go, Reading. They've got a home tie. Played them last Tuesday. They're going to get Wigan, aren't they? I'm going to stop guessing now because they haven't got Reading. They've got Harbour Town.
Sorry?
Luke's in the chat saying buzzing, so he's happy with Brackley Town.
Who did Reading get?
Harbour Town.
Oh, what a tie for them.
Yeah, and Harrogate, who've just beaten Wrexham today, I believe. They have got Gainsborough Trinity.
I mean, they are professional opposition, but it's like the smallest club in the 4 leagues.
And now Wigan and Cambridge are going to argue about who's going to be the home team, and it is Cambridge who are going to... Well, they're going to face Wigan, aren't they, at home? But there's no surprises with that final one, which is going to be out of the bag now. Surprise, surprise, Wigan. Yeah, so that's the ones we've got. Some interesting ones there. Brackley at Edgley Park. What league are Brackley in? National League?
It's National League North. And they usually do quite well in that league because they reached the playoff final last season, but lost to Boston.
And that will take place at the end of the month.
Like 29th or so.
The 30th, I think it's the weekend of the 30th. Because County play Burton away on the 23rd, don't they? So it'll be 7 days later. So it'll be the weekend of the 30th. So we could potentially play a Friday, which will obviously be 29th, or even possibly a Monday. But I don't think we will play Monday because we've got Birmingham on the Tuesday. I think they'll put us on the Saturday. They can't put us on the Sunday because, like I say, we've got Birmingham.
I mean, the FA could be arseholes about it.
They could be, but there's no way we could play Sunday, Tuesday.
No.
There's no way we could possibly do it.
I mean, all I hope is that they don't close half the stadium again. They can actually open the upper tier of Cheadleland.
Get a ticket, and honestly, they'll open it within 5 minutes of the game kicking off.
Yeah, I'll go to this one.
Yeah. So, I just checked the chat here. Luke's saying Gavin Cowan is their manager. I can't pronounce. Can you pronounce that one? That name?
What, Gavin Cowan?
No, the name in the chat.
Oh, Phidias or something.
Phidias, there we go. We'll go with that.
Sorry if I butcher it.
Yeah, they were third in the National League last season. Luke's saying also as well, and Gareth Dean is the Brackley captain. Who do you think will be on the telly? Well, I mean, looking at that, I'm trying to remember, the Peterborough Notts County one's probably the biggest one overall in terms of from a neutral point of view. So yeah, probably that'd have to be on TV, wouldn't it?
They'll probably give it Blackpool Birmingham because they just completely disregard all the like local derbies, like Bristol Rovers, Western Supermare. That's a local one that should have been on TV, but they didn't give it.
For anyone who's tuning in late, we've got Brackley Town at home on the weekend of the 30th of November. Luke's saying, well, they have lost 2 National League North playoffs at home against Boston and Kidderminster. Interesting.
Cheers for information.
Does anyone know what the result was the last time that we played Brackley?
Actually, I'm not going to check it. Well, you might turn my camera off if we go.
Yeah.
All right, screw it. I'll just go dark mode. Now you can't see me.
Let's see. I think we can still see you. Stuart's saying, I want Cowden beef away in round 3. 60 foot of snow in the away end. I don't know if that would be possible.
All right, Rob, I've got it here.
They beat us 1-1. They beat us.
No, last time we played them, it was away at Brackley. They beat us 1-0.
There we go. Do you know when that was? What day was?
It says it was the 19th of March. 9th of March 2019. So just before we won promotion from National League North.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean it's a decent tie, isn't it? You never know with these ties really, because like the game on Saturday, Forest Green, you'd expect to win,
Mm.
and we did win, but we made it very very difficult for ourselves. So you just don't know. This looks like a favourable tie on the face of it. We could have had a League Two or League One team,
No, I'm nervous. It could be a giant
but
killing, to be honest.
there you go. So yeah, Stuart's saying I wasn't being entirely serious about the snow.
I mean, you never know with it being that far north in Scotland.
Yeah. Luke's saying I just don't want older shot of last season. No, that's basically what I was thinking when we got Forest Green.
Thankfully, Aldershot went out to Bradford, didn't they?
I can't remember the scores now. I'll have to look back at it. But yeah, it'll be an interesting one, Brackley. And for those that remember the National League North days and that, it'll be a bit of a throwback.
Mm.
I've heard a lot of people say that our record isn't great against Brackley, so it's interesting of all teams.
Oh,
That was
God.
the one that was pulled out. So yeah, be an interesting one. I'm fairly happy with the tie. Like I say, you just don't know with the cup. Like I say, yesterday was just going to extra time wasn't ideal, but we got the job done. That's the most important thing.
Mm.
We are through to the second round. We have got Brackley Town at home. It's another home tie. We should probably win it, and then
You'd
that
think.
puts us in. Yeah, and then well, yeah, you'd hope so, wouldn't you? And then that puts us in the third round, and then anything can happen from there. So
Mm.
yeah, I'm generally happy with it. What your thoughts on it, Brackley at home?
I mean, I wanted an away day just because we only have Burton away this month, but it's all right. It's not the end of the world. I mean, you'd think it's a favourable tie for us, but I'll bite my tongue on that. So just take the game as it comes.
Yeah, there's no easy games in football. Cliche, but very much true. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. Like I say, some good draws. County got a favourable draw, and yeah, happy with it. So thanks to everyone who has tuned in. The match preview for Wickham will be coming up tomorrow on the channel. We will be doing the match vlog as well on Tuesday. So yeah, keep your eyes on that one. I'll try and catch you actually either before or after the game for this one.
Which one? I can't go to the Wickham one. I'm
Oh
working
yeah,
late
yeah.
this
Forgot
week.
you're not doing that one.
Yeah. Sorry, I need to save my holidays.
Yeah, I'll catch you for the Bolton
Yeah, you'll
game on
catch me then.
Saturday. So yeah, happy with the tie. I'm going to see you on Saturday for Bolton.
Yep. See you then, mate.
The vlog will be out on Tuesday. So yeah, thanks to everyone who has joined in, and I'll see you with the preview hopefully tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.